Shalom, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, the belongings unto the apostles of Jesus that rule well, alright, and salutations unto the elect pushing the truth of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, alright, yeah, this lesson is going to deal with something I watched a while back with IUIC, and this guy, Nathaniel Southern, Bishop Nathaniel, he brought out this scripture, which I'm going to read, basically trying to prove that we're supposed to, in this kingdom, in this time, we're supposed to build. We're supposed to build a nation, we're supposed to, and everything that comes with it, the infrastructure, government, etc., schools, shopping centers, etc., everything. Basically like the Black Wall Street. And what did the Black Wall Street show you? That you cannot build a government within a government. You're not sovereign. You don't have authority. You know, as much as the Moorish Science Temple screams out sovereignty and deals with the law, they are not sovereign. A sovereign man has the right to move freely about without being persecuted. You know, you can be pulled over. As much as you deal with the police and the law, you can still be shot down. Whether you're a so-called Black, Latino, or Native American, you're the Israelites. The curse is following you. So establishing a government within a government, or rulership while another man is ruling, that is not only idiotic, but it's actually against the Most High. It's actually against Yahushai, because he sets up the people. No one can throw down until it's time. So I'm going to read the scripture that this guy quoted, Jeremiah 29:4. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, unto all that are carried away captives, whom I have caused to be carried away from Jerusalem unto Babylon. Build ye houses and dwell in them, and plant gardens and eat the fruit of them. Take ye wives and beget sons and daughters, and take wives for your sons, and give your daughters to husbands, that they may bear sons and daughters, that ye be increased there and not diminished. So when you read that and you say, oh yeah, we have to build houses and infrastructures, and we have to make our own farms and plant all this stuff. If you really get into these scriptures, man, you get on the level which we have learned through the apostles, which are men of experience, you would know that that is foolish and futile. That is really futile, because there's going to be a very small number saved. We understand that when it's all about the elect, and really the elect of the elect. And what I mean by that is the 144,000, because the rest of the elect, which is a multitude that will just be part of the elect, they're going to come by, and they're going to be saved through those, the men, the governing body, so to speak, the 144,000, so you can understand. So when we have to do marriages, and we have to build a nation, this is not about that. The deliverance that will happen here is not the same deliverance in Exodus, during Exodus, and even in Exodus, we never built up. Why would you build up in a society that is about to get torn down? That doesn't make any sense, man. That in itself should light a spark in you. Our job as prophets is not to have a physical government, have judges and rule and all these things, and it's not about that. Because this place is going to be torn down. This place is going to be burned with fire. With thermonuclear destruction. So why the hell would you think you would actually have physical infrastructures here? It's crazy, man. I mean, people like to use this scripture as well. They never understand is Zephaniah 21, gather yourself together, yea, gather together, a nation not desired, oh, men, women, children, will come as a community center. No, man. It all starts with the elect men. I said men. Okay, I said fucking men. Alright, right? Because guess what? The women are part of it. We know that. There's a few women out there that minister, that help you make garments or do certain things, man. We know that, man. We know that, but guess what? They're not on the frontier prophesying. They're not teaching. Um, they're not the forefront, man, because Yahweh Shem Shai, he tells you time and time again, my sanctuary is with men. He deals with men. Period, man. So you guys want to see me shun women to do this? Listen, man. He's dealing with men. It says he's gonna make a man more precious, because a woman in this society, in this world, is already precious. She's already deemed more precious than a man. So it's time for the men to rise. And no, we're not fucking woman beaters. We're not fucking, put a woman in slavery. No, man. But we understand the role of Yahweh Shem Shai. You got guys that get emotional. That's your business, man. Like in Trading Places, at the end when he's walking with it, he's explaining him how the stock market works. He's like, what do you say, fear or some intimidation? He's like, that's not the guy's problem. Emotionally, that's your guy's problem. That's not our fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? That's your guy's problem. So how we gather is starts to be elect men. Then everything comes up about. We're not gonna have our own businesses, and this is like that guys trying to shun away the heathens. Dude, listen, man, you can do that to a certain extent, man. But at the end of the day, if that gives you peace of mind, but it doesn't give me peace of mind, because guess what? Even if I'm giving Jake money, who's he giving money to? Who's he paying his property tax to? Where is he getting his supplies from? Who's he paying tax to? You understand what I'm saying? It all goes back to the top Amalekites, and then spread down to Ishmael, Moab, Edom, other Edomite tribes, and etc. You understand what I'm saying? So that gives you peace of mind. Hey, you can do that, man. But don't fucking call out guys. Oh, you guys are doing this. Listen, man, we're in fucking captivity. Where do you want us to go? We're in captivity. We're under the curses. You may think you're not under the full curses anymore, but we're still under the curses. You understand? I'm gonna prove it. Deuteronomy 28, and let's go to verse 48. It says, therefore shalt thou serve thine servants, or thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst, and in nakedness and in want of all things, man, in want of all things. These guys bullshit, man. This is the enemy's garbs, man. All this shit, everything. People don't understand the role of a prophet, man. And it's been handed down to Yahweh Shem Shai through the apostles. The blueprint is already given. You niggas are trying to make your own blueprint, but guess what? The blueprint is already given. It's already written. You cannot change it. No matter how hard you try, you cannot change the blueprint. It's already given. That's why Paul even said, watch how you build, man. Some men build straw and hay and wood. It's gonna get burnt up, man. When the fire comes, you're gonna get tried. Your works are gonna get tried. We're not saying don't deal with Jake, of course. Don't. Yeah, man. Hey, at the end of the day, we love our people. That's why we're on the highways and byways, man, making a sacrifice. In fucking winter, when it's fucking 20 plus below. All right, you have to be a madman in some aspects to be out there in that fucking cold. Right, putting your face out there and making it known who you are. That's a sacrifice, man. That's making your life a sacrifice. Putting yourself in harm's way, man. Anything can happen on the highways, and many things have happened on the highways, man. Right? If you guys that want to be dangerous and do other shit, you do that shit, man. But we got the protocol through the apostles from the Yahweh Shem Shai. You want to be super Israelites, man. Right? It says, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. You understand? So that's the case. In want of all things, man. The next scripture is Isaiah 10, verse 20. This brought this out in the comment board as a question, which I looked it up again. It's a badass scripture. Isaiah 10 and 20. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel in truth. It's not making this some water. of this word stay, in Hebrew, the Hebrew word for stay is sha'an, or sha'ain, which means to lean on, trust in, support. We don't trust in the devil, but are we supported? Hell yeah, man. Look at, what roof am I under? Is this society? It's November out here, man, in Canada. It's cold as hell. Where am I getting my hydro from? Where am I getting my gas from? Who am I supporting upon? How's this light on? You gotta pay the bill and you're getting support from who? The devil, man. What internet am I using? Am I using the Israelite bandwidth? You know, the Israelite Unicorn Incorporated? No, man, I'm using whatever, Bell Rogers or whatever the fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? To lean upon, support oneself. And that's strictly back into 28 verse 48. Same thing. Right? You got guys trying to make something out of nothing, man. Or out of something little. Right? It says, shall no more stay upon him as smote him. And that's a cut. That's the elect. Such as their escape. Such as our escape, man. Right? But shall stay upon the Lord. Then that's when we're going to be supported by the Lord. In the kingdom, man, we're going to have everything, man. That's when true community will happen, and interaction and love and solidarity and brotherhood, man. You know? Righteousness, the Holy One of Israel and truth. But in this kingdom, you guys don't know how to operate. You think in this kingdom you can do certain things that are above the curses. You cannot do that. You know? I'm not talking about if you go to the flea market and you see your brothers there. Deal with them, man, to a certain extent. You know? I know you're pissed off at the heathens. I'm pissed off at the heathens too, man, when I see heathens making all kinds of gains over our people, man. But these are punishments, man. These are punishments. These are punishments. These are council of minors, tokens and signs, and this is Deuteronomy 28, that we are the Israelites. That we have sinned against our power, man. And that's why these things are happening. Plain and simple, man. I'm going to read it further. Verse 21. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power. For though, verse 22, for though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of it shall return. The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness. Look at that, man. And though we be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant, the 1/3, the elect, you know, it's a small number. And that elect, that is when we lean upon Yahweh Shai. Right now we're not physically supported by that because we're not in our kingdom. We're spiritually supported. We know that. We're not mentally slaves, but we're physically slaves still. You understand? We're still brands of the white man. You got a social security number or you got a birth certificate, you got a driver's license, the white man owns you. Or Esau, Edom owns you. Cut and dry, man. Ezekiel 11 and 16. This is a small thing, man. That's why everyone's really coming up against the apostles, because everyone's trying to get together. The apostles have the spirit of Shai to where you guys can get together, man, because it's not that time. You know, it's a small thing. This is Ezekiel 11:16. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, power, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come. These are those in London, a small sanctuary, Holland, here in Canada, the US, pockets, not a big building, you know, not a private reserve, not an island. IUIC is trying to do some other shit, man. Go here and there and do this and that, and brothers get seduced by that, man, because it looks good. But what are they teaching? Makes you wonder. Or it should make you wonder. And I'm going to give this final scripture because most times deal with all of our people, man. You know, like in the previous lesson it says lay hands on no man's son. Stop saying, yo, hey brother, hear this, man. Hey, listen, man. The majority of brothers, man, they come up and they ask, and on the highways and byways, we yell it out. But a lot of Jews just walk by, man. They don't hear shit. They watch the video. What the fuck you guys talking about? You watch this video, what the fuck you talking about? That's good for you. So we're not out here breaking our necks for that, man. we're not, it's been almost going on 10 years on YouTube. You know how many hundreds of millions of watching Israelites? I'm talking about hundreds of millions of people, man. If not billions. Matthew 13 and 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou them in parables? They didn't understand. Why are you speaking in metaphors and euphemisms and all these dark sayings? Verse 11. Yahushua he answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given, man. Cut and dry, man. Why is it not given to them? Why didn't you say, hey, come on, man. You guys are saying, IUIC, you gotta deal with them. Yahushua was among them. But guess what? A lot of times he spoke in parables because it wasn't given to them. He could have said, preach unto them really plainly, like he did to the disciples, but he didn't. Right? Verse 12, For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away, even that he hath. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is filled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, By hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. That's why we had a couple of weeks ago, these pastors, these jakes that came up, and they're going to church with some Edomites. And we're telling them the message. We're dealing with them, man. We're dealing with them, and they just can't get it, man. There's just a sealed hot iron on them, man. Their minds are seared. They cannot get it. You can look at them, you can't get it. There's an angel literally blocking you from getting it, man. You're gonna break your neck, brother. It's right here. I used to do that, man. I used to do that personally. I can literally tell you it's a waste of fucking time. You can do more things, more constructive things with your fucking time. Okay? It says, now am I saying that there might be a guy that you go back and forth with for months and he might be the elect? Of course, man. But everything is up to the spirit. If your spirit tells you to experience that this guy's not, that's why guys get offended at Apostle Tahar when he looks at guys and says, you're not going to get it. Why? Because that man has had experience. Something you guys just don't understand about experience. You just hear that word. Well, clearly you guys don't have it. It says verse 15, For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, should be converted, and I should heal them. Most I can hear you. Most I can hear you like that, man. You don't even have to be on the highways. That's actually a foolish job, but guess what? Yahushua wants it that way, so we have to be up there. It's like if I said we don't have to be, we have to be up there. What I mean is, it's really a foolish thing. But he said, through the foolishness of preaching. So the Most High wants that done that way. He's the boss, man. He's the director. Action, right? So that's what we're doing, man. We're steadily in action. Through the power and grace of Yahweh Shai. So with that was a point. That was a point. Brothers don't get caught up in that. Fabulous look. Hey man, we're the scum of the earth, man, right now. That's why he said Jacob thou worm. We're not kings in this society, we're not priests, it's like we're performing the precept. But we're not royalty, man. We ain't sovereigns. IUIC got kings in the building. You ain't no kings, man. Not especially not with no damn 501c3 tax statute. You gotta humble yourself. That's why it says in Revelation, we shall prophesy with sackcloth, which is a potato sack. It's a humble Matter of fact, let me get it. Space. Tell me to get it. Tell me to get it. It's a very humble metaphor. Galatians 11:3 says, "And I will give power to my two witnesses, the two kingdoms he put in Judah, from Samaria and Judah, and they shall prophesy 1,203 score days, clothed in sackcloth." And that's what we're doing right now. And we are clothed in sackcloth, really physically, because we ain't got no crazy garments and fine silk and stitching, hand stitching. We got some normal garments, man. And it's spiritually, man. We're in humbleness, man. It's sakos, a sack, a receptacle for holding or carrying various things as money, food, coarse cloth, a dark coarse stuff made especially from the hair of animals, a garment of the like material, and put into the person like a sack, which was to be worn by mourners, penitents, suppliants, and also by those who, like Hebrew prophets, led an austere life, man, just like Yahushua, our Lord and Savior. See that? So now you understand. Bumalites, right? Oh, don't listen to those bums. You guys have no idea what the hell you're talking about, man. You have no idea what life Yahushua led. I'm solely pleased, man. But with that, I hope you brothers ratified. Don't mind all the glamour and all the lights, pretty lights of these false prophets, man. It's just an outward appearance meant to deceive and distract, you know. So with that, I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua from God, for letting me bring this out and edify the elect, the hopeful elect. Double honors unto the apostles of GMS who I learned the truth from, and salutations unto you brothers out there, you sincere brothers. You know, may a double portion of the Spirit be blessed and put upon you, you know, to further this truth. Until next time, I say shalom.